right. Good morning. Good morning. Man, it's Friday and they just got paid. I'm putting myself in position to get they check. Yep, it's Friday. Fantastic Friday, man. Good morning. Good morning to you, man. Thanks so much for joining. We're broadcasting here live on Facebook, YouTube, working on my Instagram here, guys. So I know it takes a little minute for these platforms to let you guys know that we're live. And so while it's doing that, let me go ahead and get my IG set up. Today we're going to be talking about 10 things, finishing up. This is part 2, 10 things that require absolutely zero talent. We're going to be talking about that here today. And also we'll be getting our motivation here today, which will be something worth leaving. So let me hit this right here. And then I can type my thing in for the Instagram. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead and say good morning, guys. Don't be rude. Hello. Grand rising to you. Grand rising to you. 10 things. Things that require zero talent. All right. And then we're going to pin this. So we're going to put that there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Man, I hope you guys had a wonderful week and that you're ready to get rich this weekend. As you guys have heard me say, and I'm going to continue to say this, weekends are made to get rich, and the weekend is upon us. And you guys see I got that Georgia hat on because I'm ready. You know why? I've been waiting. I've been waiting on the temperature to change, and now I can sell all my little snow stuff, cold stuff. Yeah, about to get rich in the cold because they gonna want the stuff that keeps them warm, and I got what they want. I got what they need. What's going on, man? James Brooke Moore is in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining. Vivian Reed is in the house as well. Good morning to you, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street. I'm just ready to go. I mean, I'm ready. The early bird gets the worm, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get this show on the road, man. Mr. DJ, let's see if we can find you. See if you're ready to go. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. Yeah. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on New Black Wall Street. That's right. Money talks and bullshit walks, man. We're going to get right into this thing here today, man. I want to say thanks so much for joining us here today. Hit that like button, that share button if you care, that like button, that share button if you care. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. That book that I wrote is the study of Black wealth. That book that I wrote is the study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, and this is one of the biggest words in the dictionary, is 2 letters, if. It's a choice. That's right. Black wealth is a Black choice. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Black wealth is a Black choice. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Is the thing going to delay on me again? Oh, Lord. Must be cold. I don't know. But I recommend that you study wealthy people, see if the thing get going at some point in time. I don't know. Sometimes it delays, sometimes it goes straight on. I don't know. Anyway, so you can check us out at www.ergjblackbazaar.com. I'm sorry. There you go. All right, my beautiful man, go ahead and pick up the book. You can check them out at theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. You get the hard copy, you get the ebook is available. Also available in French in both ebook and audiobook as well. Go ahead and pick up your copy of The Black Billionaires Club today. Today's show is sponsored by ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, where we specialize in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. Today, guys, just want to share you guys again. I continue to say that weekends are made to get rich. Well, we got some hoodies available for you, both in men and women's. Let's check that thing out. That's right, the man hoodie. That's right, you get that thing in a few different colors available as well. Weekends are made to get rich. Go ahead and pick up your hoodie today by going to ergjblackbazaar.com. ergjblackbazaar.com. Check on the apparel section, and you'll see all of our different BBC brands that we have there. BBC stands for Black Billionaires Club. We do have a brand. Weekends are made to get rich. Everybody put that in comments below because it's the weekend, baby. It's the weekend, baby. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to collect checks. I'm ready to get rich. I've been preparing all week. And I continue to tell you guys that, man, you don't get rich by hope. You don't get rich just by prayer alone. You get rich by playing. And I plan to get rich. I plan just like I planned to get out of debt. I did that. I plan to get rich now. I hope that you would too, because money seems to be one of the biggest issues in our community, or the lack thereof. The lack of money leads to a lot of things. Leads to people being depressed and stressed out. The lack of money leads to theft and thievery and robbery and stuff like that. The lack of money leads to murder and all that, divorce and stuff like that. The lack of money. So why don't you get your money up? You absolutely can. Like my brother, Mr. Cortez says, man, check us out across all different platforms on Instagram, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and also ERGJ Enterprise. You can find us all over the place. All you got to do is just put in ERGJ. You'll find both of the businesses, and you can follow both of them. You want one to teach you how to get rich. You want others to support us in what we do from a retail section, okay? Hey, it's time for our daily motivation for African-American success. That's right, daily motivation for African-American success. And this comes out of the book written by Mr. Dennis P. Kimbrough, okay? Mr. Dennis P. Kimbrough. And today we're talking about something worth leaving. Something worth leaving. Something worth leaving. Let's get right into the thing today, man. Here's our quote of the day. It comes from Edward Gardner, who's the founder of Soft Sheen Products. Edward Gardner, the founder of Soft Sheen Products. And he says this, and I quote, "It's not what you take, but what you leave behind that defines greatness." It's not what you take, but what you leave behind that defines greatness. And here's our passage of the day. Here's our motivation. Let's get it. Reluctantly, Mary McLeod Bethune left her comfortable old house in Florida for the railroad station. She had promised to speak at a dinner in Washington and did not want to disappoint her friends. As a champion of human rights, she wore the title of the most powerful Negro in America with dignity and respect. Now her battle was nearly over. She was almost 80. As the train of her life neared its final destination, she pulled an envelope from her purse, thought deeply for a few moments, and made some notes for her speech. "If I have a legacy to leave my people, it is my philosophy of living and serving." It is my philosophy of living and serving. "I leave you love. A love builds. It is positive and helpful. I leave you hope. Yesterday, our ancestors endured the degradation of slavery, yet they retained their dignity. I leave you the challenge of developing confidence in one another. This kind of confidence will aid the economic rise of the race by bringing together the pennies and dollars of our people and plowing them into useful channels. I leave you thirst for education. Knowledge is the prime need of the hour. I leave you respect for the use of power. Power, intelligently directed, can lead to more freedom. I leave you faith. Faith in God is the greatest power, but great too is faith in oneself. I leave you racial dignity. I want Negroes to maintain their human dignity at all costs. I leave you a desire to live harmoniously with your fellow man. I leave you, finally, a responsibility to our young people. The world around us really belongs to our youth, for our youth will take over its future management. Let's leave the next generation our greatest gifts. Let's leave our generations, the next generation, our greatest gifts. Now, this was a speech from Mary McLeod Bethune, hailed at her time the most powerful Negro in America. What a speech. Imploring us to leave behind love and hope, developing confidence in one another, the thirst for education, the use the intelligent use of power, faith, racial dignity, living harmoniously with our fellow man, and a responsibility to our young people. Let's not let the heroes of our race be disappointed. Let's not let the heroes of our race be disappointed. Now, here's our affirmation of the day. Something worth leaving. Here's what you want to allow to take root into your subconscious, your heart, and then you can grow and develop this thing by repeating it over and over and over again until it brings forth a harvest into your life. Repeat after me. When my journey comes to an end, I will give future generations something worth leaving. Love, dignity, and faith. Let's do that again. Repeat after me. When my journey comes to an end, I will give future generations something worth leaving. Love, dignity, and faith. And I believe, brothers and sisters, we can be just like Mary McLeod Bethune, and we can leave something worth leaving. Let's do this one more time, people. For the people in the back, the people in the way back, our affirmation of the day. Repeat after me. When my journey comes to an end, I will give future generations something worth leaving. Everybody put in the comments, something worth leaving. Love, dignity, and faith. Something worth leaving. Daily motivations for African American success. Daily motivations for African American success by Mr. Dennis P. Kimbrough. Well, beautiful people, man, we are going to be talking about today. We're finishing up what we started a couple days ago, which was 10 things that require zero talent. But before I do that, I definitely want to talk about this weekend, right? Because the weekend is upon us. It's Friday. People got paid. It's the first. They're going to obviously take care of rent and stuff like that, but they're going to be spending their money because that's just what people do. And I keep asking you guys, are you going to put yourself in position to collect checks? I do this every weekend. Matter of fact, one weekend for me can take care of my whole month, but I do it 4 weekends a month. You see what I'm saying? Are you putting yourself in position to collect the checks of what everybody else is going to spend anyway? We just got through with Halloween. Did people not spend money to get the costumes, to get the candy? They're going to do it anyway. It don't matter how much we tell them this is stupid. They love to do it, so let them do it. What I've said is, you know what? I'm going to put myself in position to get their money. So next year, I'm going to be figuring out how I'm going to sell costumes and candy. $8.8 billion spent on Halloween, and I didn't get none of that. Something wrong with me, not them. Because it's probably going to be $10 billion next year. Because that's what they love to do. Spend, spend, spend. And you know what I love to do? Collect, collect, collect. So you see me with my nice little Georgia hat on because I'm in Georgia. And guess what? I sell these. And guess what? It just got cold. And guess what? They're going to buy these. I got Georgia. I got Alabama. I got South Carolina. Not only do I have that, guys, I got the fleece throws, right? Where's mine? Anyway, the fleece throws, right? That you can, that they put onto the couch. You put on over when you don't want to bundle up off the couch, but you don't want to go to get the blanket. You got the throw blankets. I got those, Georgia. What else do I have? Oh, man, it don't stop there. Oh, I got the scarves. I got the Georgia scarves. I'm putting myself in position to collect checks. I've been waiting on it to get cold. I've been preparing for it to get cold. Now, here's the deal. We knew it was going to get cold at some point. It got a little delayed, but we knew at some point the season will change, and it's changing. And I'm in position. I'm prepared to collect the cold checks. Oh, I'm cold. What can I do? What else do people do? People are going to be using chapstick, right? People are going to be using shea butter. People are going to be using hand cream. Oh yeah, I got the hand cream too, people. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm getting them at all angles. Hey, I'm saying I want the men, y'all want the sports stuff. The women, y'all want the hand cream because your hands be cold. You be like, you need to rub something. And so I got it nice and thick for you here with the hand cream. See, I'm not playing about this thing. See, some of y'all gonna, you know, y'all gonna watch people. It's gonna be like, I'm the one that's providing them what they want. And because I give them what they want, they gladly give me their money. You understand? Because I give them what they want, they gladly give me their money. Weekends are made to get rich. People normally work typically in this society Monday through Friday. They are upset, broke, busted, and disgusted all Monday through Friday. Then Friday get here and they feel free. And they say, let me go out and let me go to the club. Let me go to the restaurant. Let me celebrate the birthday. Let me do the birthday showers or whatever, bridal shower. Let me go to the concert. Let me go to the baseball game. Let me spend my money that I worked so hard to get Monday through Friday. And you know what I say? Let me put myself in position to get the money that you're going to spend. But in order for me to do that, I got to think ahead. Everybody put it down, so think ahead. I have to think ahead. I have to say, okay, what's coming down the pipe? Well, we're getting into cold season. We're getting into Thanksgiving. We're getting into Christmas. I got to think even further than that. When it comes that time, I got to start preparing for what? Valentine's Day. I'm at least 3 to 6 months ahead of where everybody else is going when it comes to how they're going to spend their money. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Weekends are made to get rich. Black wealth is a black choice. And unfortunately, as you look at our community, we keep choosing to spend every last dollar that we have. We keep choosing to spend more than we earn. We keep choosing that. And I'm tired of telling people what not to do because you can't tell grown folks what not to do. What I can do is say, you know what? Here's how we're going to practice group economics. You're going to spend your money and I'm going to get it. And that's group economics, right? You spent your money with me. At least you was going to spend it anyway. I mean, you're going to spend it with the Chinese man. You're going to spend it with the Asian man. You're going to spend it with the Jew man. You're going to spend it with the Mexican. Well, let me put myself in position so you can spend it with me. And now we practice in group economics. Just that simple. And then I can go do some of the good stuff with the money that you keep wasting because that ain't changing. I mean, I done watched it too. I mean, how long has it been? Your whole life, right? Has it been your whole life that you watch black people waste money? All your whole life. So I don't think it's changing. I really don't think that's going to change. I think it would be naive of me to think that it's going to change. So since black folk ain't going to change their spending habits, I'm going to make sure I put myself in position to get the money that they want to spend. I'm so mad at myself that I missed Halloween. I'm mad at myself that I wasn't selling candy. I'm mad at myself that I didn't have costumes to sell. $8.8 billion was spent on Halloween and I didn't get none of it. I'm mad at myself. It won't happen again. It won't happen again. All right. That's my little rant for today. I'm just waiting on people to get on so we get right on into it. So 10 things that require absolutely zero talent. This is part 2. And we're picking up on what we discussed 2 days ago. So I'll give you the first 5. That's where we left off at last time. So the first thing that requires absolutely zero talent, and I believe if you implement these things, if you discipline yourself to operate in this space, you're going to have great success because most people won't. And if you just simply do what most people won't do, you'll have the things that most people can't afford to have. But if you keep doing what everybody else is doing, then you'll get what everybody else is getting, which is absolutely not much. That's the problem. So you gotta ask yourself, am I going to be like everybody else? Am I going to be the spender like everybody else? Or am I going to be the business builder like very few people? I'm going to be the person that provides the resources, the very few people. You got to ask yourself, where you want to be on that scale? I decided I was going to be extraordinary. I decided I was going to be above average. I decided I was going to be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I decided that. It's a choice. The number one thing that requires absolute zero talent, which black folk have the hardest problem with, number one, being on time. being on time. Number two, the second thing that requires absolutely zero talent, making an effort. Actually trying. Are you trying to get out of debt? Are you even trying to get rich? Are you trying to solve your problems? Are you even trying? Not just talking about it. Talking about it is not trying. Talking about it is talking about it. Number three, the third thing that requires absolutely zero talent, being high energy. Now, I said this the other day. I said, well, that time kind of determines you got to figure out what brings you down and stay away from the stuff that brings you down so you can remain up all day long. You got to have energy. Energy attracts. Number four, the fourth thing that requires absolutely zero talent is having a positive attitude. Good things are supposed to happen to me all day long. All things work together for my good. Even when it looks like it's bad, it's still good. I had somebody cuss me out the other day and I was smiling. Why? Because I understand that all things work together for my good. The day afterwards, she was apologizing, asking me for help. Why is that? Because all things work together for my good. Having a positive attitude requires absolutely zero talent. Number five, the fifth thing that requires absolutely zero talent, being passionate. Now, this is very difficult for some people because they haven't quite figured out where. It's interesting. It's not that they have to figure it out. It ain't that they have to figure it out. It's already there. They just have to tap into it. But I think the problem is they're trying to get advice and hear everybody else and all this good stuff. Man, listen. Whatever it is that moves you, I told you, here's the best way I think you can find out what you really are passionate about. Talk to the people who've known you the longest. You have tendencies. You have a pattern. You have certain things that spark you. You got certain things that we call them triggers. You have certain things that the people who have known you the longest understand about you, even if you can't see it. You could be blind to it. You could just be overlooking it. And if you talk to the people who've known you the longest, whether they're your friend or your enemy, they'll let you know what you're passionate about. They'll be like, girl or brother, you've been this way your whole life. They will let you know. Now, whether you accept what they say, that's another thing, because some of us, they'll tell us and we won't accept it. Oh, no, that ain't me. And be like, well, okay, well, I guess you don't want to believe what I've noticed your whole life. So that's up to you. Number five is being passionate. Now let's get to part two, right? So the sixth thing that requires absolutely zero talent is using good body language. Using good body language. Now, I think that this is connected to having a positive attitude. I think this is connected to having high energy. I think this is connected to what you are passionate about. It's very difficult for you to have a positive attitude, be full of passion, and have high energy and not use good body language. They just don't go hand in hand. Now, of course, if you don't get those other areas right, then you might walk around with a frown on your face. And if some people say that's just how I am, no, that's not. I mean, you can say that. You can accept that, but I've seen you smile. I know what it's like when your countenance is high. So, but having good body language, the way in which you walk, some people, they walk so slow. They act like they ain't got nowhere to go. And that's cool. I know, I get it. You're right. You just strolling. But there's some people that stroll with a swag. They like carefree, right? We can tell the difference in your body language, right? Some people who never smile. They're always scrunched up. There's always something going on in their head. They're always thinking about something. Now, here's what I want to tell you about those people that's always thinking about something. The reason why you're always thinking about something is because you don't do nothing. See, here's the thing. If you just do that which it is that you're thinking about, then you no longer have to think about it. But because you won't do, you're stuck in analysis by paralysis, and all you do is think about whatever it is that you're thinking about. But if you just do it, you don't have to think about it anymore. So if you become a man or woman of action, then you no longer have to sit there and think about stuff because it's done. And once it's done and complete, it's a thought that can leave your head. So using good body language is something that requires absolutely zero talent. Let me ask this. This morning, Friday morning, you just got paid. It's Friday. It's Friday morning. Hopefully you got money to pay your rent and a mortgage and whatever else is due today. Did you wake up on the right side of the bed? How many guys say, man, this morning I woke up on the right side of the bed, whatever that is. I woke up ready to go get it. I woke up, man, I just feel like something special is going to happen today. I'm anticipating great things to happen in my life today. How many guys woke up on the right side of the bed? You had a little pep in your step. You didn't quite understand. You're like, man, something feels different about this morning. It might be a little cold. That's okay. I'm ready to go. Did you wake up on the right side of the bed today? Body language. Body language. Number 7. Whew. Bless me. The 7th thing that requires absolutely zero talent. This is a big one. Being coachable. Being coachable. Now, here's the interesting thing. If I were to ask you, are you coachable? You would probably say yes. But then when it's time to be coached, we'll see if you are ready to be coachable. Because here's the thing. The person who is ready to be coachable, they say less. They say less. They say less. The coachable or the student says less, not more. And here's how you can really tell the difference. You're like, man, are you ready? Are you really ready to change? Because if you're really ready to change, you say what you got to say real quick and you shut up. That way the teacher can help you. But the person who's not coachable, all they want to do is just talk and talk and talk. And the next thing you know, 30 minutes done went by, 45 minutes done went by, an hour done went by, session over. Now that might have helped you because you might just needed to vent. You just might needed to get it out. But being coachable says, you know what? I don't have the answer. And I really want the answer. I really want a solution. I really want to solve this problem. So I'm going to let you know the problem that I'm having, and then I'm going to shut up. That way you can ask me questions or you can direct me in the right place to go. But if I sit here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, just letting all my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts, everything that got me confused out, that's a good therapy session. But that's not being coachable. It's not being coachable. See, a coach is going to have some instructions for you. A coach is going to put you in the right position. But he can only put the person who in the right position who is coachable. What does he look like if you got a football team and you're a coach? And you tell everybody where they're supposed to be. You tell everybody the count that they're supposed to go on. And then you got the one knucklehead who isn't coachable, is not in the right position. And the next thing you know, the team scores a touchdown on him. He wasn't listening to the play. He thought, oh, I can just, you know what? I got speed. No one will ever get by me. All the good stuff that people who are kind of puffed up in the head, pride, are not coachable. Talented as all get out, but not coachable. And I see many people who simply aren't coachable. They have a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not winning. You're broke. You're busted. You're disgusted. And you got good reasons why. And so you want to tell the coach the good reasons why you're not where you want to be. That's not being coachable. That's not, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you're not where you want to be. That doesn't matter. What matters is, okay, how can we get you to where you want to be? That's the difference. It doesn't really matter why you are where you are, because you are where you are. That's history. It's kind of good to know some things, but it doesn't really matter. What really matters is from now to the future, how or what we need to do to get you to where you say you want to be. Now, let me ask you this. Would you rather spend this hour session? Would you rather spend more time talking about why you are where you are? Or would you rather spend more time talking about how to get you to where you say you want to be? That's a choice. So the 7th thing that requires absolutely zero talent is being coachable. Do you think that you're coachable? Do you think someone can share with you and help you and you're a good student? Coachable. I will tell you this. Whatever it is that you think, whatever it is, wherever you are right now, you're the sum total of your thoughts and actions. So that's gotten you to where you are. And if you would agree that, okay, I need to learn something that I don't know so that I can get to where I want to get, and I got to be coachable and actually listen and take the time to realize I don't have the answers. I would also say that really, in order for you to really be coachable, you got to be honest with yourself. You messed up. You don't know. You don't have the answers. These are things that are difficult for the prideful person to say. The person that's full of pride never accounts for their own mistakes. The person of pride never apologizes. The person of pride thinks they got all the answers when they don't. The person of pride is they feel like I gotta save face for some strange reason. Are you coachable? That's the seventh thing that requires absolutely zero talent. The eighth thing that requires zero talent. The eighth thing that requires absolutely zero talent is doing a little extra. Doing a little extra, going the extra mile, doing a little bit more than everybody else. Coming in early, staying late, doing a little extra. See, it's a philosophy that says, hey, if I provide more service and better service than what I am paid for, then eventually I will get paid more. Why? Because you can't outgive God. If I just do provide more service and better service, if I go the extra mile, if I stay 5 minutes late or later or whatever the case may be, if I see my friend in need and I take a time out of my busy day to help them, if I do a little extra, that requires no talent. That requires time, but it doesn't require talent for me to do more. This is called an act of service. Most people have not figured this out. It's like a law of success. It's a universal principle that we've read about, right? Do unto others you have them do unto you, but we don't necessarily do. It's one thing to know, which is cool. We're filled with information. It's another thing to actually do. That's the problem with many people. To do that which you know separates the best from the rest. The rest know. I believe everybody knows. At this point in time, if you're over 30 years old, 25, 30 years old, you know, but you have to choose to do. You know, but you have to choose to do. See, my little extra, right, is preparing to win. You know what I'm saying? Halfway going broke to get products that I know I'm going to sell so I can get rich, right? My little extra is providing opportunity for other people to get rich with me if they so choose. My little extra is doing something like this. My little extra is training and coaching. Those are things that I do because I love to help people who want to help themselves. That's my little extra. And setting up time to let people set appointments with me. That's my little extra. What's your little extra? Matter of fact, today is a great day to start practicing a little extra. See, it's the little extra on top of the ordinary that makes it extraordinary. Most people stay in ordinary. Most people stay in mediocrity. Most people abide in average. You got to ask yourself, am I going to do the little extra? Am I going to be a little above the rest? What's your little extra that you can practice today? When it comes to your job, when it comes to your social work, when it comes to your contribution to society, what's a little extra that you can practice today? Well, I'll tell you some simple things that you can practice, a little extra, right? Try smiling all day long. Here's another thing that you can practice today, a little extra. Try saying hello to everybody that crosses your path. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. Fantastic. Good morning. Try that. That's a little extra. Now, you would think you say that's a little extra because most people walk around and act like they don't see other people. You be the person that's a little extra. I'm just going to simply practice saying good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on the time of day, to everybody that I come across that I can. I'm going to practice looking them in the eye. Good morning, brother. Good morning, sister. How are you today? That's a little extra. I'm going to practice smiling all day because I feel good. That's a little extra. You'll be amazed what happens to the person who has this positive attitude, who smiles, and everybody like, why are you always smiling? Now, that's a crazy question to ask, don't you think? Why are you always in a good mood? Well, why are you always in a bad mood? I mean, my goodness. I mean, I'm happy to be here. I mean, God woke me up this morning. I could have been anywhere else, but God said you still here. Don't you find that interesting? That the people who actually enjoy life, they're weird, but it's normal to be upset. It's normal to be stressed out. It's normal to be worried. That's weird. This world is twisted. Who knew that a little extra could be a smile? Who knew that a little extra could be a good morning? Who knew that a little extra could be I love you? A little extra could be a hug. It's a simple thing. What's going to be your little extra today? See, this doesn't require talent. It just requires that you care about God's people. Will you do a little extra today? That was the 8th thing that requires absolutely zero talent. Requires absolutely zero talent to do a little extra. We got somebody on Instagram say, you never know whose life you will change by just doing a little extra. Going the extra mile. And you know what? Sometimes doing a little extra could be this. I mean, this is so important. Just making yourself available, right? Having a listening ear. They just need to talk to somebody, and you take the time to listen without saying anything, and they appreciate you listening, or at least acting like you listen, or something like that. They just wanted to get it out. They didn't want to talk to the wall. They didn't want to talk to the TV. They just needed somebody to talk to. They needed somebody to have some breath, some life in them. And you were the listening ear that allowed them to get it all out. And now they feel relieved. They're stress-free. No more anxiety. You did a little extra. Now, that little extra might not have been much for you, but it was everything to them. What a difference the person who's willing to listen to other people can make. It's not much to you, but it's everything in the world to them. A little extra. The 9th thing that requires absolutely zero talent, and this is huge, right? The 9th thing that requires absolutely zero talent, being prepared. There's a quote that says, hey, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have it than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. Being prepared. See, I'm prepared to win this weekend. I'm prepared to get rich when it's cold outside. I've been preparing all week. I've been like, oh, Lord, I've been looking at the weather. Oh, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what the weather going to look like? Okay, what are people going to want when it get cold? Oh, I got some hand cream. I got some scarves. I got some hats. I got a fleece throw. I'm prepared. I'm preparing to get rich this weekend, like I prepare every weekend. See, some of y'all preparing to work 5 days a week. I prepare to work 3 days a week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when everybody else gets off work and they ready to spend their check, I'm ready to collect their check. I'll take 3 over 5 or 6 any day. Be prepared. Are you prepared? Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Being prepared could simply mean, okay, it's going to rain outside. I got an umbrella. That's being prepared. Being prepared. Oh, I got an exam. I already studied. Being prepared. Too many of us are simply not prepared for the success that we say we want to have. And so when you're not prepared, you're basically saying that everything that I talk about, all the conversations I have with my friends, all the coaches that I talk to, all the stuff that I say, I really don't want because I won't even prepare for it. You say you want to teach a class, but you have no curriculum. You're not prepared. You say you want to be in front of people, then when people get in front of you, you're like, I'm just going to wing it. You're not prepared. I'm telling you, this ring right here, being prepared, going through the speech in your head, writing it down a few times, saying, man, I'm ready. Versus, you know what? I'm just going to show up like I always do. You're not prepared. Where do you think the money goes? Where do you think the wealth flows to? The prepared or the unprepared? You really think people going to pay you top dollar when every time you show up, you're not prepared? You don't dress the part? Now, they can't say that about me because they already know. If they call me, they know what I'm coming in. They already know my brand. So, y'all call me, y'all know I'm dressed. I'm coming in dashiki. Y'all either take it or leave it. I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? But being prepared. That goes to obviously being on time, right? The reason why many of us are not on time because we're not prepared to be on time. So we're late. And we are okay with that, Black people. That's not being prepared, not being on time, not showing up, not even calling, not prepared. And when you're not prepared, you waste other people's time. And when you waste other people's time, they stop giving you their time. Let me say that again for the people in the back. When you're not prepared, you waste other people's time. And when you waste other people's time, they stop giving you their time. And you just never know what that time spent together in agreement could have done for either one of you. It's hard to make a connection. It's hard to build a relationship. It's hard to really have power amongst two when either one of the parties is always unprepared. There's no synergy in being unprepared. There's no growth in being unprepared. Now I find it funny that because of our unpreparedness, we'll take what we have done and then cascade it as if it's somebody else's fault that we weren't prepared. We'll get mad when someone who really is prepared comes around and says, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. Have a good day. You'll get mad at them for leaving because you weren't prepared, which led to procrastination, which led to a lack of getting to your destination. You'll get mad at them because they're prepared. They want to be on time. They got somewhere to go. They showed up. And you're not prepared. This happens way too often, by the way. Way too often. Because people aren't prepared. They don't value time. And then they act like it's your fault. They late. You ever had that happen? You're like, wait a second. How am I at fault here? Because you late. Anton, a little extra. How's everyone doing today? I'm blessed to be alive on this Good Friday. That's right, Good Friday. So 10 things that require absolutely zero talent, which I believe if you just look at these things and ask yourself, man, where can I get a little better? Where is this really hitting me on the head? Like, yeah, you know what? I can't blame it on the rain. I got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Yikes. Number one, being on time. Being on time. Number two, making an effort. Trying. Know how I'm able to help so many people get rich? Know how I'm able to help some people get out of debt? Because they're willing to try. It's easy to make excuses. It's easy to stay where you are in this comfortable space of, you kind of want to push forward, but something keeps you back. That's easy to stay in the space where you are. It's a little bit more challenging. It takes a little bit of boldness. It takes courage. It takes courage to try. Everybody put that in the comments below. It takes courage to try. It takes courage to try. But boy, when you do, woo, when you put in that effort and then you get the results, you be happy that you tried. Number 3, being high energy. That means you got to find out what may keep you down. You got to figure out what brings you down, what causes you to be low. Now, here's the deal. Some of us, we don't value high energy. We don't realize that this is like a fuel or a fire inside of us that pushes us to do extraordinary, magnificent things. And so we take substances, whether it be medicine or, I don't know, natural alternatives to bring us down. You don't value high energy. You don't realize just having the energy to get throughout the day, man, how much you can accomplish, you can do. High energy. Now understand this. Just because you're mellow does not mean you don't have high energy. Don't get that mixed up. There's a lot of mellow people who have more energy than you. They just know how to control it. It's like, but they can go all day. They can go 24, 36, 48 hours. They got plenty of energy. They just conserve it for the right time. Number 4, having a positive attitude. Good things are supposed to happen to me. I expect it to happen because all things work together for my good. How can good stuff elude me? Because I attract good stuff because I'm a good person. And I got a good attitude. Number 5, being passionate. Discovering your passion, I would say, is one of those life questions. To discover your passion, I think is one of those life questions. But once you discover it, once you discover what really moves you, man, ain't no stopping us now. We're moving up. Something like that. Right? Being passionate. Number 6, using good body language. Listen, don't nobody want to be around a moper. Nobody want to be around a slouch. Don't nobody want to be around lazy. You can do that by yourself. And if you do that by yourself long enough, you'll be broke, busted, and disgusted. Number 7, being coachable. Being coachable, I would say one of the biggest attributes of the person who really is coachable is that they listen more than they talk. Being coachable. Some of you guys, you got all the answers, and all the answers that you got ain't worked, but you still think you got all the answers. Being coachable. Number 8, doing a little extra. Those who do more service or provide more service, those who provide better service. Those who provide more service and better service than that which they get paid ultimately get paid more because they're willing to do the little extra. Antoine said being prepared is so important. I use it to go after opportunities without being prepared and just fumble when it comes. But now I'm prepared for it and taking full advantage and now experiencing massive growth. That's right, my brother. Massive growth is available to those who are prepared. And the reason why you can take on massive growth because you're prepared for it. You're like, man, I can accept it. Sometimes massive growth wants to come into people's life, but they're not prepared. So it will overwhelm them. It's how you gotta go. I mean, I don't know how many guys have ever been in a position where you had so much success come upon you that it overwhelmed. Even that scared you. Like, wait a second, 100 orders? What am I gonna do with this? I'm not prepared for 100 orders. That happened to me like early, about 2 months ago. Right when I put out the calendars. Right? Now, I wasn't thinking that someone was going to go to my website looking for these calendars and order 15 of them. I was like, oh my God, I'm not prepared to fill 15 calendar orders. Matter of fact, the calendars haven't even come in yet. I was really taking pre-orders, but I had to work around that thing. I'm not prepared to ship out 15 calendars right now. I had to call the lady and have a conversation with, listen, they on their way. Wow, I didn't really... Who knew that whoever, wherever on the web, some kind of way is looking for these calendars, you find it, and you order 15. Wow. Wow. So even now, I'm still working on making sure I'm prepared for success. Whew. Number 9. Oh, that was number 9. Being prepared. All right, so number 10. Number 10. Having a strong work ethic. Having a strong work ethic. Now, this right here, I don't think that black folk have a problem with having a strong work ethic. Not most of them. I just don't believe that a lot of black folk that I know, I don't think they're lazy. I mean, there's some lazy jokers out there. But for the most part, we don't learn how to have a strong work ethic because we've been picking cotton for a long time. What I would say, though, as far as having a strong work ethic, is use that work ethic more for your benefit than for the benefit of others. See, we will show up to work on time. Many of us, some of us we don't, but most part, we'll show up to work on time. We'll bust our butt for $7 an hour or $8 an hour or $10 an hour, and then we'll clock out. We'll go home. We put in a good day's work. But the problem is, with your work ethic, you could easily you could easily command double what they're paying you right now. If you just went to work on yourself, if you just went to work on your passion, if you just started to create. But see, we got the work ethic as far as working for others. We got the work ethic as far as getting the job. We don't have the work ethic when it comes to creating for ourselves. Some of us do, most of us don't. Some of us do, most of us don't. So having a strong work ethic, I'm telling you, if you work harder on yourself than you do on the job, you'll become such an attractive person that money cannot elude you. See, I don't chase money. Money chases me because I'm a money magnet. How did I become a money magnet? Because I worked harder on myself, harder on my thoughts, harder on my thinking, harder on how I treat people. I worked harder on those things than I did on the job. And I became a money magnet to the point I don't even have to ask people to buy from me anymore. Just like I said, someone found those calendars and ordered 15 of them. I'm a money magnet. You can be too. We can all be as super attractive as we become more attractive people by changing the way that we think, by changing how we operate, and then doing better, not just knowing better. See, some of us got tripped up. To know better is to do better. I know plenty of people who know better but still won't choose to do better. Some strange reason. They can't get out of their own way, self-sabotage 1,000. They know better. They've been filled with knowledge for the past 10 years, but they simply don't choose to do that which they know. And because they don't do, that's faith without works. What they know becomes dead. No results, no change. Same thing, different day. So these are choices. And the same philosophy that I continue to teach each and every day, that black wealth is a black choice. Stop complaining about anybody, everybody, racism, whatever. Stop complaining about Trump. That don't matter. Because if you don't choose to get better, you won't have better. Regardless of who's in office, regardless of the state or the country that you live in, if you don't choose to get better, things won't get better for you. Period. Work harder on yourself than you do on the job. Have a strong work ethic for your dreams. Have a strong work ethic for your goals. Have a strong work ethic for your aspirations. Have a strong work ethic for your family. Have a strong work ethic for your community. 10 things that require absolutely zero talent. This is New Black Wall Street. Money talks, bullshit walks. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share something that you learned today. Something that was a trigger point for you. Maybe you just want to share which one of these 1 through 10, which one of these areas you're deciding that you're going to work on. that you're going to get better? That's the question I want you to answer. Of these 10 things that require zero talent, which one are you deciding today that you're going to actually work on getting better at? Will it be being on time? You're making a decision today. You know what? I'm no longer going to be late. Making an effort? Are you saying today, you know what? I'm going to try. Being high energy? Are you saying, you know what? I'm going to find out what keeps bringing me down, and I'm going to stay away from it. And I'm going to be around things that keep me up. Number 4, are you going to say, hey, I'm having a positive attitude. I am going to stay positive all day long. I'm going to look at the good side of everything. Number 5, being passionate. I'm going to discover what I'm truly passionate about, and I'll walk in it all day long. Number 6, having good body language. That should be easy if I work on the other stuff, but I got to notice when I'm slumping. I got to notice when I'm walking slower than normal. I got to notice when I'm frowning or I got to look in the mirror. Number 7, being coachable. You're saying, you know what? I ain't really the best student. Every time somebody talk, I cut them off. Every time somebody try to help me, I feel like they can't help me because of what they look like, what they talk like, or whatever the case may be. Being coachable. I'm ready to be a good student or a good follower until I become a great leader. Number 8, doing a little extra. Man, yeah, that's hard for me because I just want to clock in on time, clock out on time, go about my business and live my life. Well, that could be okay. But if that little extra, will that little extra be that you put in a little extra overtime for yourself? See, you're not tired, you're uninspired. If you just work a little extra, do an hour or 2 on your own stuff after you put in the 8 hours, you'll be inspired again. Are you saying today, you know what? I'm going to make a commitment to doing a little extra. Maybe for you say, hey, be prepared. You know what? That's me. I mean, I for some reason, I'm always hustling, bustling. I seem like I never got my stuff together. You know what? I got to work on being prepared because success and opportunity keeps coming by. I've seen it. It keeps passing by because I'm not prepared. Well, I'm going to make sure moving forward that I'm prepared for opportunity. Or number 10, I'm a little lazy. I got to work on this work ethic. I got to work on this work ethic. This thing here has really been messing me up. You know what I'm saying? I start something, I don't finish. You know what I'm saying? I get distracted too easy. While I'm at work, I'm always on my phone. I don't focus. Having a strong work ethic. You know, turning everything off and finishing the task at hand. Having a strong work ethic. I can go on and on about this one. Which one is it for you? Which one are you saying, you know what? I'm going to work on that today. I'm going to make a commitment to get better in this area. It's a choice. And I'll tell you what, the truly successful people of our life, of our world, they make that choice to get better. And when they make that choice, and as they get better, here's what they find out. Everything else gets better. When they make that choice and they get better, they surely find out very soon that everything else gets better. It's all connected. All right, my beautiful people. Let's say, what's going on, Legacy? How you doing? Making sure I'm prepared for opportunity. Absolutely. Ms. Taylor said, I'm going to write them all down and work on them all daily. Use the board and grade myself daily. You're going to write them all down and work on them all. I don't recommend that, but hey, go right ahead if you think you can work on them all. Okay. All right. Yeah, grade yourself. That's a good thing. Progress report time. I like to hear about your progress report by end of year because we can't go into 2020, with the same stuff that we leaving in 2019. So I love to hear about your progress to come the end of the year if you're going to go through all of them. All right, my beautiful people, this is New Black Wall Street. Money Talks, Bullshit Walks. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator. We invite you to join the Black Billionaires Club if you want more of this personal development to help you get better. And as you get better, things will get better. You want business development, help you start that business this year. Not to have to wait 2020. We get started right now. You want to get paid, you want to make more money, join the Black Billionaires Club. We can all use more capital. Yes, we can. And I can help you get more capital. Simply go to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com. and make a decision to join our club. You got different levels that you can choose from. And I will tell you, those levels are going to change. Yes, they will come 2020. So you probably be good for you to go ahead and make that decision sooner rather than later. Or you can say, man, he told me. And he did change it. And yeah, I should have got in early, right? I should have got in early. Well, my beautiful people, want to say this. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street. I want you to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. It's time to get up, to get out, and go get something. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.